The Hermetic Principle of Mentalism states, "The all is mind, the universe is mental." Far from mystical abstraction, this assertion resonates with core discoveries in quantum mechanics, cognitive science, and information theory. At the quantum level, matter dissolves into probability clouds, statistical wave functions, and non-local interactions, revealing that the material world is not fixed or solid, but emergent from invisible organizing principles. According to quantum field theory, particles such as electrons and quarks are not standalone objects, but excitations in quantum fields, akin to ripples in an invisible ocean of potential. These fields are structure without form, pure information and energy that behave as if governed by an unseen intelligence. In neuroscience, we once believed consciousness was a mere byproduct of electrochemical activity in the brain. This reductionist view is now challenged by growing evidence that the mind may be non-local, or at least distributed beyond the boundaries of the physical brain. Studies in near-death experiences, NDEs, terminal lucidity, and PSI research suggest that consciousness can operate independently of ordinary brain function. Notably, experiments conducted at institutions like the University of Virginia's Division of Perceptual Studies show persistent anomalies, including verified cases of veridical perception during cardiac arrest, suggesting the brain might act more like a transceiver or decoder, not the originator of consciousness. This aligns with the Hermetic axiom: before the form, there is idea. In modern terms, information precedes structure. In biology, this is mirrored in the function of DNA. Genes are not fixed blueprints. Rather, they are dynamic instruction sets, segments of code that are read, skipped, activated, or silenced in response to environmental stimuli, thoughts, and emotions. The field of epigenetics has shown that gene expression is modulated by a wide array of influences, including chronic stress, meditation, diet, and intention. For example, research from Harvard and Massachusetts General Hospital found that meditation altered gene expression related to inflammation, metabolism, and circadian rhythms within just weeks of practice. We are, in every sense, interacting with an intelligent, responsive system, both within and beyond the body. The Hermetic principle of correspondence, as above, so below, is evident in fractal patterns across nature. Branching trees, lightning paths, river deltas, and even neural structures mirror the shape of galaxies and cosmic webs. This self-similarity across scales is now formalized in fractal mathematics and chaos theory, which model how complex systems organize and repeat across dimensions. Your internal state, emotionally, energetically, even epigenetically, has echoes in your physical environment, not metaphorically, literally. Psychoneuroimmunology has shown that thoughts and emotional states influence the immune system, microbiome, and even the structure of your neural networks. The principle of vibration states that nothing rests, and modern physics agrees. All atoms vibrate. All molecules oscillate. Human thoughts are measurable as electromagnetic fields, captured through EEG and MEG technologies. Emotions carry distinct frequencies. Anger, for example, activates high beta waves and increased cortisol, while compassion is linked to increased heart rate variability, HRV, and alpha coherence. Binaural beats, photobiomodulation, and frequency-specific microcurrent therapy are technologies that use these principles to influence brainwave states and accelerate healing. Polarity, the recognition that opposites are two ends of the same spectrum, is visible in electromagnetism, positive-negative, chemistry, acid-base, psychology, introvert-extrovert, and cognitive biases, confirmation, dissonance. Love and fear, joy and grief, confidence and doubt are different expressions of the same underlying energy, modulated by state, focus, and interpretation. Neuroplasticity allows us to shift these patterns not by force, but by awareness. Rhythm, the fifth Hermetic principle, is woven into our biology. Circadian clocks, ultradian rhythms, menstrual cycles, and brainwave phases shape our perception and energy levels. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 2017 was awarded for the discovery of clock genes that regulate these internal rhythms. Misalignment with natural cycles, e.g., artificial light, poor sleep, overexposure to EMFs has been linked to metabolic disease, depression, and cognitive decline. Conversely, entrainment to natural cycles, sunlight exposure in the morning, intermittent fasting, and rhythm-based breathwork restores balance at the mitochondrial and hormonal levels. Cause and effect is the foundation of all empirical science, yet it also holds metaphysical weight. Studies by the HeartMath Institute demonstrate that emotional coherence alters biological output. Heart rate, hormonal balance, and even brainwave synchrony can shift based on focused emotional intention. Placebo research, long a thorn in the side of pharmacology, further proves that belief alone can trigger physiological outcomes, highlighting the mind's causal role in material processes. Gender, the final principle, refers not to sex but to archetypal polarity, active and receptive forces. In neurobiology, this can be seen in left brain, right brain dynamics, dopamine versus serotonin systems, and the sympathetic, fight-flight versus parasympathetic, rest-repair balance. Coherence between these systems, what some traditions call the inner marriage, produces not only psychological integration, but heightened states of awareness, creativity, and well-being. You are not a brain in a vat. You are a node of consciousness interacting with nested systems, bioelectric fields, planetary rhythms, collective thought fields, and cosmic harmonics. The mind, when fragmented, reacts in loops of fear and survival, but when unified through breath, meditation, ritual, or disciplined attention, it becomes a conductor of experience. Thought becomes architecture, emotion becomes geometry, intention becomes frequency. The masculine aspect of consciousness, will, logic, structure, is the chisel. The feminine, intuition, feeling, receptivity, is the clay. Together they shape reality. This inner alchemical union aligns with coherence theory, where systems operate at maximum efficiency and minimal entropy when their parts synchronize in phase. In the brain, this is seen in gamma coherence across hemispheres, a marker of heightened awareness and flow states. Mentalism is not an escape from reality. It is its master key. As you return to a state of internal harmony, your biology reflects this. Inflammation drops, immune markers stabilize, HRV increases, and even the expression of telomerase, the enzyme linked to aging, can improve, as seen in studies by Elizabeth Blackburn, Nobel laureate in telomere research. These are not fringe claims. They are peer-reviewed outcomes of inner alignment. The ancient Hermeticists were not merely myth-makers. They were systems thinkers, mystics of pattern, and early metaphysicians who understood that consciousness is not something you possess. It is something you are. What you hold in mind, you hold in form. The material world is a shadow of thought, and your thoughts are tuning forks in the quantum field. You are the experiment and the observer, the signal and the receiver, the wave and the particle. And as you refine your awareness, you stop reacting to reality and begin shaping it. In that lucid space of inner coherence, form becomes flexible, biology becomes conscious, and life becomes art. You are not here to survive the dream of reality. You are here to awaken inside it and create with clarity, integrity, and love. Please share, like, and subscribe to our channel.